she stands up and she says, I feel better, I can get around now. So that kind of indicates her, A, as your primary guardian angel, and B, she deteriorated medically toward the end, or something hurts, or she wasn't able to get around so much toward the end. So she doesn't seem as old as her ailment says. But anywho, thank you, Leanne. So let's go ahead and get to this reading. So in addition to the lady who jumps right through, I don't think we could get through a reading without introducing her, honestly. We have Jessie. Wow, hard to breathe. Feels like somebody is like putting so much pressure, like I just can't, like it's almost like I feel stuck for whatever reason. I'll say that out loud. It's not even the signs and symbols I got, but right now I'm just like, I feel like I know I should be breathing in, but my body's not also breathing in. So there's like a conscious, okay, hold on. Let's go ahead and see what we have. So I asked Jesse how he ends up passing. He tells me the following things. He says, I said, did you do this on purpose? He goes, of course not. I don't think it's really on purpose, because here's what I feel. Lots of sunshine, a lot of high vibrational, yes, he's at peace on the other side. I kind of draw myself the symbol of partial responsibility, but I'm not going to put that in there, because here's what happens. He tells me it's a situation that essentially gets out of control, almost catastrophically, so it just seems like a random launch. Could we have looked at it better? Maybe. Could we have tended to it? I feel like I'm just kind of like ignorant to it, okay? Situation out of hand, okay? He has and then we find out via phone call. He tells me he passes before his time. Maybe we find out. We don't expect it. He goes to work. He does this thing. We're going along our everyday, and then we're like, okay, what? Huh? What kind of phone call is this? Super random, really seemingly out of the blue, okay? And then one thing he says is I see like a physical thing of him, like, let's pretend it's a car accident, and then like the car accident from one little tink just and start on fire, right? And he's standing away from the wreckage, kind of doing this like, woo-wee, that's a big deal, woo-wee, like he just kind of looking at it like, didn't mean for it to go like that, kind of got away from us, because it seems like I'm away from it, and it kind of gets away from me. So whatever it is, there might be some awareness to it, but not understanding that it's going to take our life. Maybe we take that chance, but we don't really expect that to happen. I have a sign and symbol for accident, and that's not what he's showing me. It almost seems like, you know, he's wanting oxygen, but body stops responding. Situation, car in front of him, he's behind it like, oh, dang, you know. It kind of seems like whatever this situation is, it takes off without him in some way. It launches him into an outcome that's extremely unexpected. And yeah, does this resonate with you yet, KDC? I would love to know. And if it resonates with other people, he was at work. Honestly, a lot of it does. Oh, were you not? Remember how I even said it? It's like he goes to work and then something happens and it gets out of control. The way you answered seemed like you wanted to be skeptic, and I love it even more, to be honest. So she goes, he was at work, and honestly, a lot of it does. So he talks about that. He talks about it being normal, kind of like an everyday, and we go to work, we do our thing, and then you're like, oh, wait, huh? Underlying, sure, it's dangerous. We don't expect things to go so catastrophically. And then I say, is it on purpose? And he says, of course not. And he goes, she has my stuff. And I was like, okay, cool. A shirt, a what? And nobody wants your booty on this account. No booties. You have to wear the whole pair of undies, little lady. Okay, settle down. But I blocked you. How are you doing that if I blocked you? Oh no. It shouldn't let you continue to do it. Okay. Anywho, yeah. What's up? Okay, anywho, wear your whole underwear, people. It's fine. Anyways, cool. So, on purpose, of course not, out of hand, and he has a really sweet personality. I had asked him if he's like, well, they have a couple things. I was like, okay, we definitely have a shirt. We definitely, because I look at him and he's wearing like a printed shirt he'd wear out somewhere fancy, you know, so I'm like, okay, it's definitely a shirt. But he opens up a box and shows me a little bit of this, a little bit of this, a little bit of this. It's almost like a hope chest of his stuff. It was what it feels like. Oh, you said I have all of his things, and he's talking about all of these things that you have of his, and he loves it. He loves all the things that you have, and I love how I got that extra. I got goosebumps. I got that. Oh, he says when you have dreams of him, it's absolutely him visiting you. He goes, but nothing's wrong, so quit thinking I'm like panicking or something's wrong or something like that. Hey, don't call people a hoarder. She knows she has a problem. Anyways, and so yeah, he talked. I love how after we get through the first hunk of facts, you know, then he gives me all the stuff about the things that you have, and I feel like you plan to pass those down. So just hearing that, I feel like maybe either he is a kid or he has a kid. But how did he end up passing at work? Oh my God, okay, I've been wondering if he was mad at me for everything that's happened. Yes, passing it all down to his son. Perfect. He loves all of it. For everything that that's happened? No, you deserve to be happy. And I want to know what happened at work. It seems like an accident. It just seems like a cherry bomb waiting. You know, it seems like it could have, it could have happened to anybody, but it happened on his time. It almost seemed so planned. And when you ask if he's mad, he said that how else would you have discovered yourself, he says. How else would you understand yourself? It was always me. How would you have, had that opportunity? So he's not mad at all. And he talks about how you are handing things down. He was telling me his heart felt weird. He was working on a boat. He said he needed to rest. He was at work. His heart felt weird. He was working on a boat, and then he said that it got out of hand, and then you got a phone call. So even if he said this to you, he's like, "Wow!" and everything exploded, and the situation took off without me, and holy crap! And it just makes me feel like he didn't expect that he was gonna pass like this. He didn't expect that it would kill him. If he had known, he would have done something about it. But he keeps telling me to just say no. Don't ever feel like that. Don't ever feel like, and you don't have to hide any parts of me either. You can embrace everything you've had, everything you've learned. You don't have to feel ashamed of anything. That's what he wants you to know. He always thought he was invincible, right? Fuck the, H2O, give me a Red Bull, Cool. Well, I'm glad he came through for you, and he's totally okay, and he's totally at peace, and you know what, even better if you started a whole effing skeptic on this, because that's a you thing. I'm just here to talk to them, so I love that you came in. I love that he said so much about what you have in honor of his memory. You'll be able to find your reading on YouTube